just learned how to stream into multiple platforms at once from one of the softwares that I use. So this is a huge accomplishment. And welcome to my Monday Lives, where we focus on business growth and CEO, right? How to be the CEO of your business, how to make decisions, how to market, how to position yourself. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do. And FYI, we're doing something special this week called Lunch and Learns. So if you haven't registered for the Lunch and Learns, you can find the link in my bio. You can also check on the description below if you're on Facebook. So what are we talking about today? Well, it's filling events. I've been leading events for years and years and years and years and years. And I'll tell you how I used to fill events back in the day with flyers. Because there was no social media. So if you're an OG like me in this industry, give me a thumbs up where you used to print out little flyers at your local Kinko's and pass them around and hope that people would register. But now things are a little different. And luckily, because we can now track, we can be the owners of our success for the most part. And look, events are in person, they're online, summits, webinars, masterclasses, networking. I mean, you could run events, hybrid events where you're streaming and you are you're in person. We have all this technology now where we, have the freedom to do what we want. But let's really analyze it, because just doing, an event doesn't mean that automatically magical things are going to happen. So here's a couple things that I want you to consider. One is that events take three things: a hook, right? The big promise. Then you need to focus on how that big promise is connected to your ideal client's dreams, desires, right? It has to be in the continuum of their journey. It has to fit into what they need right now, what they want right now. If you do an event that's out of alignment from where your client is in their transformational journey, then you're not going to get the registrations. Nowadays, people like niche events. So the more specific, the better as well. So for example, with the Yoga Expo, we're super specific, super niche. We theme each year because obviously, again, events, right? That's a big word. So think of what kind of events you want to lead. Think of what kind of positioning you want in these events for yourself. So I like to think of the events as solving a problem and or alluding to somebody's desire. If we do that correctly, then we basically increase our chances for people to register, because we are fighting against competition and against attention. In Miami, there's a million things to do every weekend. So why would somebody come to my event? Or why would somebody, invest money to learn from me, to be with me in a room? So you have to give people the reasons why they're going to show up. I want to share a win, a celebration. I have an amazing client. She runs in-person events, and we put together an $800 ticket. Okay, so her event was $800, and we had a goal of 50, and she did it all organically. She had some partners, she had promoters, we did affiliate, but it was super, super specific in the way she did it. And it was a very niche audience. It was all about connecting your sensual self with also the spiritual side of yourself. So performance, it was really cool. I can't wait to share with you a case study, but it was, again, very specific results. So whatever you're doing, if you're a coach or a yoga teacher, right? What are the results that you are wanting to take your clients through? What are they going to get out of this event with you? Even if it's a free event, what's their takeaway? That's all that people care about. I mean, when I join things, let's say right now I want to launch that clothing line. So who are the creators that I'm looking at? People that focus on physical products, e-commerce, right? I'm learning from them. And I'm like, well, okay, if I'm going to invest in somebody, who has the thing that I want? Who has is it, more niche to the clothing? Is it more niche to lower priced items? Is it more of the branding? Is it more of the tech, the advertising, how to get clients, right? Who has the thing that I want? So when you're putting yourself out there and you're leading these events, who has the thing that you want? Because once you figure that out, then it's going to be so much easier to sell, so much easier to get people to register for your events, so much easier to then sell people into your higher ticket offerings. And if you follow the strategy that I love to teach, which is the paid workshop strategy, then why would somebody pay you $27, $17, $47 to then upgrade to the next thing? Because if we're looking at a business, you want two types of things. You want like on-demand purchases, meaning not evergreen. Maybe you're having sales conversations, maybe it's a timed event. Then you want things on autopilot, right? That monthly recurring revenue. So if we can have a combination of these two things, then we are again setting ourselves up for success. And we'll be covering a lot more of this, like in terms of the automations, all in the Lunch and Learn. You guys can see the link below. That was pinned inside Instagram, and that's also inside the Facebook group. And next 2 weeks, we're going to be really focusing on offers. So the 5 days to 5K bootcamp that I'll be leading, super excited about that. It's all about like offer positioning, creating your 3 types of offers, like your monthly recurring revenue, your low ticket, and your high ticket. So very excited for that bootcamp where you will walk away with like a strategic plan and offer. And if honestly you're, ready to kind of get all this started, just send me a DM and then we can have this conversation. But I'm off to Pilates and to talk to an investor. So good stuff. I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.